Hello Floss Tube, it's Sandy the Sunroom Stitcher, and it is Saturday. It's 10:11 on June 25th. This month is almost over. Wow, it's going by fast, isn't it? You can see behind me that it's sunny and the wind is blowing. The birds are coming to visit our yard and get a drink and eat and fly into the window. So anyway, my husband moved the bird feeder in closer, so that's really nice. We've had a really hot and humid week this week, and it's okay. It's summer. It's not snow. It's not sleet. It's not rain, although we do need some rain. And I worked Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I was off Thursday and Friday. So it was nice. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, which was Friday, and yesterday was Orin's and my 5th wedding anniversary. And it's hard to believe I found someone who could put up with me for 5 years. But I asked God and He provided. So I did quite a bit of stitching on Thursday, and I did quite a bit on yesterday. I'm anxious to show you my day nymph. My husband's at church. I'd like to get this 6th take to upload. I thought I would, my old stash, I thought I would do it in a separate video. That way if people aren't interested in it, they don't have to watch it. But we've had a really good week. Honestly, it's been a really good week. I'm totally blessed in my life, and doctor was very happy that I was doing so well on the new medication. And Monday night, I was praying, asking the Lord for strength, because I need His help to get back into the Weight Watchers. And I mean, really, I'm a stubborn person, and if I ever, when I do something, I'm very stubborn about it, and I want to be stubborn about really losing weight, feeling better, having better health, enjoying my life much more. My thing is, I love being at home. I'm not a traveler. I'm not a shopper, unless it's like for stash, and I like grocery shopping too, but just to have more energy to do things like paint and such. So anyways, maybe do a few things with my husband, go sightseeing, whatever. But so anyways, I got off track. Sorry. I had this conversation with God, and then Tuesday morning, my dear friend and coworker Della came in, and she goes, "I have something to ask you." She says, "You know everything about weight loss." She said, "Would you be my weight loss coach?" And I thought, oh my goodness, Lord, you provide. I ask and you provide. So I told her about what I had been discussing the night before, and we got so excited, and she got so excited, and so anyways, it's going to work out well, I think. She's going to pick me up tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. We're going to go walking at one of the Missouri Department of Conservation places. They have a paved trail. We're going to walk together, so I'm looking forward to spending time with my Dells. And so look forward to this coming week. Tuesday, Noah's going to get poodooed, shampooed, clipped, and his nails trimmed, and his anal glands cleaned. I have no idea what anal glands are in dogs, but yeah, isn't that interesting? So, and then I'll have a 3-day weekend next weekend because I don't work the 4th of July. So, stitch, 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 stitch. Love it, love it, love it. You can never have too much time off from work. So, here is my day nymph. Isn't she pretty? I stitched this part here, the lower part of her garment. There's more to go, and I've got the top part of her lower wing done. I redid, remember, I did not like the line, it lined the straight lines, so I pulled that all out and redid it, and I like it much better. Also, when I did this, it just looked different. It looked neater than the green above it and the copper below it, and I'm thinking, what in the heck did I do different? And then I discovered that I had done everything else with Krennic with 2 strands. When I had read the directions, it didn't specifically say how many strands to use of the Krennic. So I used 2 strands, and it looked really messy. So I liked the one strand. Oh, another bird flew into the window. Dang, that's 2 so far. Knocked themselves silly. So I pulled out all of the Krennic except for these little things because I thought it gave it more dimension. And I redid it over 1, and I'm much happier with it over 1. So, and any little spots that you might, and I don't even know that they're that apparent, but any spots that you see, that'll be where beads go, and I'm going to do the beads separately. So I'm really happy. I had a lot of fun stitching on her. I look forward to stitching on her again today. And so that's my day nymph. We went on Thursday. We went and picked up Lizzie Kate's, the first part of her Halloween mystery sampler, Spooked. And this is not part of the first part, so I don't know what part it is, but it's not part of the chart that I got. But I got 2 bonus designs that are really cute. And I got the bead and button pack for the chart, like those. Gold beads, there's black and white buttons, and then there's like orange and white and black and white buttons in there too. So I thought those were sort of cute. This is 28 count cashel in ale. Picture this plus ale. I like that. And we got all of the weeks that we need. But I really like the oranges, and I love the way that it looks on the fabric. And so that'll be really cute. And I thought I understood that a couple of these were limited edition colors. Maybe I'm wrong. But looking forward to that. And looks like my top's going to fall off, which would horrify all of us. Let me just set that there. Then I got this. You Are My One and Only. I want to do that with orange and my name on it. It's heart in hand and it's very sweet. I think it would probably stitch up very quickly. I think I was feeling the anniversary burn. Yeah, 5 years. 5 wonderful years. He was worth all the $89 that I paid. Is that a provocative statement? Well, let me tell you how I met my husband. I had been divorced about a year. I had been married 13 years. And it was a very difficult 13-year marriage with a husband who just couldn't keep himself on the straight and narrow. And when the opportunity arose for him to really prove himself, he couldn't. And I just didn't want to live that kind of life. That's not who I am, and it wasn't genuine. So I made the very difficult decision to divorce him. And very, very sad when a marriage ends. It's like a death, and all the hopes and dreams that you had for that relationship are gone. I learned a lot of lessons from that. But I kept telling people I didn't want to get married again. I didn't want to, nope. But then when I really thought about it, I didn't want to live the rest of my life alone. So I had tried a couple of those free like dating sites that were free, and it was just filled with a lot of scammers and stuff. And so I went ahead and I saw a commercial on TV for Christian Mingle. And I went ahead and I paid, I believe, $89. Because they said if you got people who are willing to pay, you'll probably get people that are really serious about it. So I think I had been on there about 2 months. No, about maybe about a month or so. Not very long. And I got this message from this fella, and I had specifically put in there that what kind of a person I was looking for, and he was not those things. Basically because he was black, and my first husband was black, and I wasn't ready to get into another relationship with a black man, because just sometimes think you know better. And I thought he seemed very sweet and nice, and something said to me that what happens if he's the one and you put the kibosh on this because he's black? And so he was the one. He was the one. He was not exactly what I was looking for, but he was the one that God intended for me. And he's such a good man. He's a hard worker. He's very Christian oriented. I mean, everything is about God and pleasing God, and there's a lot of things that he isn't, that it would be nice if he was, but then he wouldn't be him. And so I am My family loves him. My friends love him. And it was the best $89 that I ever spent in my life, because my life is so enriched by him being in it. And 5 years later, I can look back and see the path was laid out for me, how the path was laid out for me, and it really is incredible. So sometimes we need to listen to that voice inside of our heads. Instead of doing what we want, what we think is best for us sometimes isn't. But anyways, 5 years. I wouldn't change anything about him. Anyways, so this is Cowgirl Kate's fault. This is Lavender and Lace in the Arms of an Angel. And it reminds me of my brother Rick, who died 2 years ago. And because he and I were very close. And I thought, pinks and roses. Conversion, conversion, conversion. Cowgirl Kate, I'm going to smack you one of these days. You so enable me, girl. And I love it. And I love you. But anyways, for those of you that don't know, which probably isn't a lot, that the Lavender and Lace is Marilyn Levitt in Bloom. She is the mother of Nora Corbett. Mirabilia's Nora Corbett. So, anyways, conversions, 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 and I'm really very excited about it. Was telling Kathy at CC and Company what I was going to do. She was very interested in that. But also, I'm going to blame Cowgirl Kate on this one too. This is Mermaid Undine, Undine. I want to say Undine, but I don't think that's how it's pronounced. But someone else had stitched her, and Kathy had her framed and on her wall behind the counter, and she was gorgeous, and I was intrigued by the bugle beads in it. And I think she's lovely. When I do stitch her, I don't want to stitch the border on her, but isn't she beautiful? She is absolutely beautiful. So, all the beads, all the beads, all the beads. Something I do want to share with you is I had told Kathy at CC and Company about my experience with the Valdani threads. And she was very interested in that. She said that she'd sold a lot of them and no one had ever come back and told her about their experience with them. So I shared with her all the pros and the cons. And she shared with me that so far the dye lots seem to be pretty accurate from one batch that she gets to another. She said they seem to be the same, and she said she didn't know whether it might change in the future, but right now it seems like if you buy one Orange Blossom, it'll have the same colors in it that if you buy another skein a month later, it'll be the same colors. So that's sort of good information to have. And I didn't mean to go off on that tangent about my husband, Orrin, but he had just called me and said, I'm so sorry, I forgot. Happy anniversary. And actually our anniversary was yesterday. And I didn't say anything either because I just wanted to be at home. I want to be at home with him, whether we're in a different room or the same room. I just want to be home with him. He is my home. He's my comfort. He's my peace. He's my joy. And I'm totally blessed. So anyways, I'm going to do another video with all of my old stash. you get to see my marvelous old stash. And I think I'm going to start with my Just Nans. And I'm going to do separate videos for things. So, because there's so much great stuff that it would be hours and hours of a video, and everybody get bored with it. I'd get bored with it. Well, I wouldn't get bored with my stash. Maybe yours. No, do you see? Anyways, so, yeah, I'm watching a blue jay. I'm not sure if that's the one that crashed into the sunroom earlier or not. So, beautiful, hot, lovely day. I think I'm going to take a quick break and go up to the grocery store and get my medication. And so, anyways, that is all I have for today. I love all of you so much. And God bless. Have a great week.